Anyway, another thing that's always controversial when I speak on it is hip-hop. I have made some fantastic rants regarding hip-hop throughout the years. And, I mean, people have gotten upset. I mean, offended. If it's not the artist, it's the fans. If it's not the fans, it's the blogs. It's become racial. Who are you, white boy, to speak on hip-hop? Why are you an authority on hip-hop? Because I'm a hip-hop authority. Now, there's plenty of people that are more knowledgeable and authoritative than me when it comes to hip-hop. But I consider myself a hip-hop authority. I can go blow for blow, toe for toe, and debate with the best of them regarding hip-hop. NBA, fantasy football, movies, politics, all things Israel, and anti-Hamas, pretty damn good, and absolutely positively hip-hop. Housewives, I could go with the top of the top. Housewives, reality TV. Of course, I have the Rapaport's reality podcast with my wife because she's an authority also. She brought me into the game. She learned to me. You should listen to Rapaport's reality every Wednesday, dropping like clockwork every single Wednesday. Rapaport's reality, where we break things down to the bone on all things popular culture, all things reality TV, all things Bravo, all things Love Island, and of course, a lot of things related to our relationship. Rapaport's reality, you can listen to it wherever you stream and listen to your podcasts. But hip-hop has been extremely controversial regarding me. I stand by all my rants. I stand by all of them. Like I said, toe for toe, toe-to-toe, blow for blow with anybody regarding hip-hop. The rapper from the group Migos, Quavo, who obviously Migos lost the other member very, very tragically. Terrible, terrible incident. Offset, Quavo, and Takeoff. Takeoff is the one who was tragically shot and killed. Terrible, 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 terrible incident. I've talked about that many times on the podcast. But Offset from the group Migos, who is married or in a divorce with Cardi B. I don't know. I don't care. And I would never disrespect the death of Takeoff or the Migos. I know that they are culturally impactful for especially younger people, younger generation. Not me, but Offset said that he believes that Migos is a better group or more impactful or better than Wu-Tang and some other groups. Basically said that the Migos is the greatest hip-hop group ever. And Offset, I mean no disrespect. No disrespect to what the Migos have accomplished, and that legacy being, very important. And of course, the death of Takeoff, which is just tragic death. But I when I think of hip hop groups, it doesn't even cross my mind. Migos don't even cross my mind. I mean, I can name 15 or 20 hip hop groups right now that have produced better music that will last the test of time. I'll start with, of course, A Tribe Called Quest. I'll go with Outkast, Wu-Tang. This is in no particular order. Run DMC. Run DMC, you go nowhere without Run DMC. Of course, Treacherous 3, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Impact, EPMD. EPMD is ridiculous, a ridiculous body of work. De La Soul, shout out to Dove, Trugoy the Dove, Dave. De La's still rocking. They never broke up. De La Soul never stopped making music since the time they started making music. Do not ever sleep on or forget the impact of De La Soul. MOP, who I was talking about the other day, banging. Now listen, MOP is not necessarily chill, But when you're ready to run a mile, run a triathlon, run through a brick wall, when you're ready to kick some ass, you put on some MOP. Shout out to one of the greatest hype people in hip-hop history, RIP again, to Fox, FOXX from the BX, MOP obviously representing Brownsville, Brooklyn, NWA. Then you go into the groups that might not be groups because they're one MC, one DJ, Pete Rock, CL Smooth. They had a crazy run. Can you call them a group? Because it's only one DJ and one MC. Is that a twosome? But it's more than one person, so they're not going to go in the solo category. So I got to go with Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Gangstar. Again, shout out to Guru, Premier, DJ Premier. Bangers. I don't think Gangstar made a bad song. Literally. Is that a group? Though it's one MC and one DJ producer, and they go hand in hand. Gangstar's, they're sick. You can't call them a solo act, so I guess you gotta call them a group. Eric B and Rakim. Same thing. Public Enemy. Talk about a hip-hop group, Public Enemy. Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill's a hip-hop group. They brought a whole... I don't need to explain what they did. I'm just talking about in comparison to Migos. No disrespect. Houdini. One love. Friends. How many of us have them? The Roots. Continuing to make music. They've been doing it at a super duper high level. One of the greatest MCs ever from the Roots. Of course, Black Thought. They're a hip hop group. They're a hip hop band. Who else? BDP. KRS-One. Scott LaRock. Scott LaRock had a ball. He is a super ho. The Ghetto Boys. Come on. And Scarface as a solo act, but the Ghetto Boys together, iconic. UGK, again. So many of these groups have lost people. Including the Migos. So sad. So many of these groups man, that is really sad to realize how many of these groups you never be able to see them perform again. The Beastie Boys. That's a ridiculous hip-hop group. Again, you never be able to see Beastie Boys perform together. Naughty by Nature, ill group. Hip Hop Parade. Tretch is one of the illest MCs ever. Slept on. Ill. Again, is DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, are they a group? They're not a solo act. And at the time, DJ Jazzy Jeff was as important as the Fresh Prince, a.k.a. Will Smith. That's a group. Black Star, Mos Def, and Talib Kweli. That first album, that's a sick album. These are two guys that are solo guys, but they came together and made one of the illest albums ever. Black Moon. I don't know who else I'm forgetting, but for my taste, the aforementioned groups that I mentioned, they're more my cup of tea than the Migos. No disrespect to the Migos, but whenever I say something about hip-hop, whenever I say anything about hip-hop, people get all freaked out. Let me know if I left anybody off the best groups of all time list. And do you consider Gangstar a group? Do you consider Pete Rock and CL Smooth a group? Do you consider Eric B and Rakim a group? DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince a group? Because it's, two people. Anyway, I came, I saw, I disrupted. This is a great podcast.